In the shifting sands of time, beneath the golden sun of the ancient Nile, a story has waited silent, powerful, and eternal. It is the story of the pharaohs, god-kings cloaked in mystery, rulers who built monuments to touch the heavens and who shaped a civilization that would outlive empires. This isn't just about pyramids or golden tombs. It's about what they never told us. What did the pharaohs truly believe? How did they wield such absolute power? What secrets did they take with them into the afterlife? Today, we go beyond the textbook legends into the heart of a lost world. Into the tombs, the temples, and the hidden truths buried beneath 5,000 years of dust. This is not just a story of kings, it is a story of eternity. Welcome to Secrets of the Pharaohs.
The name rings with power and enigma. Tutankhamun, the boy king whose untimely death shrouded him in mystery. Legacy, however, has endured through time, tantalizing the world with questions. Subscribe to be part of our journey. He ascended to the throne at a tender age, 9 or 10 years old, when his father Pharaoh Akhenaten shifted Egypt's religious landscape, moving away from the traditional pantheon of gods and embracing the Aten, the sun disk, as the sole deity. The young pharaoh's legitimacy was established through his mother, Maya, who played a crucial role in the restoration of Amen's cult. Akhenaten's attempts to impose monotheism on a deeply polytheistic society were met with resistance from various quarters, including the priesthood of Amen, who held considerable influence and power. The tomb, located deep within the valley and deliberately hidden from view, suggests that the young pharaoh's burial was intended to be kept secret. Given his young age when he took the throne, it's possible that he acted primarily as a figurehead with his advisors. At the height of Akhenaten's reign, Egypt's relations with neighboring kingdoms, including the Mitanni in northern Mesopotamia, were strained. This external pressure may have contributed to the instability within the empire, creating a context in which conspiracies and power struggles flourished. In such an environment, the removal of a young, malleable pharaoh like Tutankhamun could have been seen as a means to secure the throne and protect Egypt's interests against external threats, possibly his mother, Queen Mother, holding the reins of power. In a world often driven by power, ambition, and religious fervor, the tale of the boy king serves as a reminder of the fragility of life and the elusiveness of truth. And want more of the rich tapestry of history? Please don't forget to subscribe. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, stay curious, keep asking questions, and above all, remember that in the grand story of humanity, we are all connected by the threads of the past. The more we seek to uncover, the more shadows seem to dance before us. As we step back from the edge of the unknown, let us carry with us the spirit of inquiry that Tutankhamun's legacy inspires. Let us remain curious, keep asking questions, and never stop seeking answers. For in the pursuit of knowledge, we find not just the echoes of the past, but the very essence of what it means to be human. Following his demise, Akhenaten's advisors, who likely played a pivotal role in orchestrating the downfall of the young pharaoh, would have sought to control the narrative surrounding his death. By emphasizing the legitimacy of his reign and downplaying the controversial aspects of his policies, they could ensure that his untimely demise would not be attributed to their actions. The erasure of any evidence that might implicate them in Tutankhamun's death would have been a key aspect of this propaganda campaign, allowing them to maintain their positions of power and influence. In this scenario, Tutankhamun's opposition to Akhenaten's religious reforms may have been limited to symbolic acts, such as changing his name and reinstating the worship of Amen. From the religious turmoil sparked by his father's reforms to the machinations of power-hungry advisors, each possibility offers a glimpse into the turbulent world in which the boy king lived and ultimately died. Perhaps the true answer lies buried with him in the Valley of the Kings, lost to the sands of time. His advisors, who likely included members of the Amen priesthood, may have orchestrated this shift in religious policy as a way to regain control over the kingdom's spiritual and political affairs. What exactly led to the downfall of the enigmatic boy king? Did he fall victim to the intrigues of the Egyptian court? Was his untimely demise a consequence of his father's controversial religious policies, or was it simply a case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time? We may never know the definitive answer to these questions. The truth may forever remain hidden in the corridors of his magnificent yet mysterious tomb. Consequently, Tutankhamun's support for the restoration of traditional Egyptian beliefs could have alienated powerful factions opposed to Amen's restoration, leading to his elimination. This secrecy could be interpreted as an indication that the circumstances surrounding his death were viewed as controversial or scandalous, possibly due to the turbulent religious and political climate of his reign. Additionally, the hurried nature of his burial, indicated by the unfinished decorations and lack of some burial goods, supports the theory that his death was unexpected, that his tomb was constructed quickly to conceal the circumstances surrounding his demise. Furthermore, the presence of medical instruments in Tutankhamun's tomb suggests that his death may have resulted from illness or injury rather than assassination. While there is no direct evidence of foul play, the possibility of foul play cannot be ruled out entirely. After all, the timeline of his death, burial, and subsequent concealment suggests that there may have been concerns regarding the manner of his passing. As the chief god of the Egyptian pantheon, Amen represented the old ways of the empire, and his omission in Akhenaten's new religious order was seen as a grave insult. The resentment towards the pharaoh's religious reforms may have extended to the royal family as well, particularly those close to Tutankhamun, who favored the restoration of traditional beliefs. In this context, the young king's decision to revert to the worship of Amen and change his name to reflect this shift could be interpreted as a strategic move to align himself with the interests of powerful factions within the kingdom. By embracing the old ways, Tutankhamun effectively mobilized a significant segment of Egyptian society that opposed his father's policies, thereby solidifying his position as the legitimate heir to the throne. This alliance between Tutankhamun and the supporters of traditional religion may have inadvertently put his life at risk. Akhenaten's attempts to reshape Egyptian religious beliefs and practices had alienated many influential figures, and the young pharaoh's decision to reverse course could have made him a target. The animosity towards Tutankhamun's stance might have culminated in a conspiracy aimed at eliminating him and restoring Akhenaten's original religious order. She was the daughter of Yuya and Thuya, prominent figures who held important titles related to the treasury and the chief of scribes, respectively. This lineage connected Tutankhamun directly to the traditional power structure of the Egyptian empire, providing him with the necessary credentials to challenge his father's religious innovations. Tutankhamun's early years saw him as the heir apparent to this new religious order, hence his birth name, Tutankhaten, which translates to living image of Aten. However, as he grew older, it seems he rejected this monotheistic path. It's possibly due to the dissatisfaction among the populace and the priesthoods that had lost prominence under his father's rule. His decision to revert to the old ways, symbolized by his name change to Tutankhamun, reinstating the worship of Amen, indicates a significant shift. The name change wasn't just symbolic, it was a deliberate act to reconnect with the roots of Egyptian tradition and to signify a departure from his father's revolutionary religious policies. What caused his demise? Was he a mere pawn in the grander schemes of his parents, Akhenaten and Ankhesenamun? Akhenaten was a pharaoh unlike any other. His reign marked a period of intense religious, social, and artistic transformation in ancient Egypt. He changed the empire's capital to Amarna and refashioned its religious landscape by elevating the sun Diskaton to the status of the one true god. This radical shift in religious policy led to the suppression of traditional cults, including that of the once revered Amen. It was during Akhenaten's rule that the traditional polytheism of Egypt was challenged, setting the stage for the unique circumstances surrounding King Tut's reign. And why did he change his name from Tutankhaten, meaning living image of Aten, to Tutankhamun, restoring the old order? Well, journey with us now as we delve into the life, death, and enduring legacy of the most famous pharaoh, King Tut. Join us as we unearth history, revealing the stories that shaped our world. Welcome to our channel, your portal to the past. It was during the 18th dynasty of Egypt that the reign of Tutankhamun unfolded around 3,300 years ago. At this point, it's important to delve deeper into the character of Akhenaten, King Tut's father, who set the stage for his son's rise to power and eventual divergence from his own path. Under the influence of his advisors, particularly the powerful female head of the royal secretariat, Queen Mother Evdenakhen's daughter. King Tut may have distanced himself from his father's religious reforms and reasserted traditional Egyptian beliefs. While the exact circumstances surrounding King Tut's death remain uncertain, it's possible that his father's unorthodox religious policies played a role in his demise. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in the Valley of the Kings in 1922 provided invaluable insights into the potential causes of his death. As we explore further, we must consider the extent of Tutankhamun's authority during his brief reign. Moreover, the political complexities of the time cannot be ignored. Finally, it's essential to consider the role of propaganda in shaping our understanding of Tutankhamun's death. In conclusion, the question of who killed Tutankhamun remains shrouded in mystery, though his untimely death undoubtedly resulted from the complex web of factors that defined his era. As we reach the end of our journey into the life and death of Tutankhamun, we are left with more questions than answers. If you enjoyed this episode, but as we bid farewell to King Tut, let us remember the lessons his story offers us. Thank you for joining us today.